All right, good morning, BBE family. Today is another day of all the photography tips, tricks, secrets, trainings, and all the things. And before we dive into today, which is we're going to talk about 3 tips, 3 secrets for posing your maternity women. I have 4 kids, and if you are watching and you have also gone through maternity life, you know that your body kind of changes a little bit, and there's like puffiness where there used to not be puffiness, and like you have weight gain in places that you used to not have weight gain, and all the things, and like all you want is somebody to understand your struggle and understand what you're going through. And so even if you haven't ever gone through this like maternity season personally, you can learn kind of the mindset of a woman who is pregnant and what they want fixed and what they want you to watch out for them, so they can ultimately have a really good experience and really love their photos because they look hot and not how they feel on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. 3 maternity tricks, secrets, tips, whatever you want to call them, hacks. And so before we dive into that, if you're watching live, say hello. Or if you're watching the replay, I want you to comment below, like as you're thinking through this, like what is your biggest maternity session struggle? What is the thing that like is the hardest part for you whenever you're trying to pose a pregnant belly? Like what is the biggest struggle for you? Because once this is over and I see all the questions coming through, I would love to help you answer them for you even after this is over. So let me know if you're watching live or you're watching the replay in the future, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to maternity, posing maternities? And this really helps me like create more like trainings for you to help you out. And if you're brand new, you're just now joining the Brittany Bruce Education family, and you're a brand new photographer, I have a free ebook for you. I have a free downloadable ebook. I printed mine out. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Photography. It is chock full of how to shoot in manual mode, the simplified way. We've got natural light basics, like what you need to know about natural light so you can get a pretty photo. We've got 5 essential items you need to start photography. We've got 5 must-have software programs that you need to be a photographer. And then last but not least, 7 steps to go from making 0 bookings to being booked. Like what did I do? What can you do? 7 steps to go from 0 to booked. So this is free, you guys. You can download it. You can print it just like this. You can keep it on your desktop and refer to it like anytime you need it. Chock full. This thing should be worth about $200, but it's free for you. So go ahead and download it. Don't miss it. Okay, let's dive in. Hello, everyone who's watching live. Okay, 3 secrets, 3 tips for posing your maternity clients. And before I give you the 3 tips, the biggest thing that I want you to do before you dive into a maternity session is, this is just a pro tip. As soon as your woman, as soon as your maternity client walks out of the car and is here for her session, I need you to tell her how beautiful she is, how she's glowing, like don't comment about you're so big, like don't say those things, like don't say like wow, whoa, like don't be shocked by her, like be impressed by her, like you are just so beautiful, like oh my gosh, like you are glowing, like I'm so excited, like you are gonna, my camera is going to love you. Okay, so like yes, hype her up, tell her, like encourage her, because she feels so insecure, she's tired, she feels fat, you know, like she just needs somebody to not say like, whoa, what do you do? Like, don't ask her those questions. Just tell her how beautiful she is and how excited you are for her, that you have the honor of shooting this season of her life. Okay, 3 hacks. Here we go. Number 1. One of the first things that your maternity client really needs for you is to watch her double chin. Even the skinniest little bit, like even the skinniest little maternity girls, like you are swollen. There is fluid, there is hormones going throughout your body. And it's for most people, for most women, especially me, and like give me an amen if this was you too, your weight and fluid and just really sat right here. Just really sat, like your cheeks got bigger, your nose got bigger, your lips got bigger, your whole head just kind of blows up a little bit. And you're like, why is this happening to me? It's like I thought it was just my belly growing, but now it's my face and now it's my arms. So our job as a photographer is to watch this, because that's the only thing she cares about is how she looks. Yes, she loves her baby, but she doesn't really care about how her belly looks. She wants to make sure she looks good. And so a few tips for that is whenever you are posing your client and she is face on, okay? So she's got her hand, and also I don't have this down, but make sure there's always a hand under the belly, always. And this hand kind of like plays from here to here, kind of like plays with the hair, holds onto her husband, flows her dress. So this hand, one hand stays under the belly, and then this hand you can kind of like move around to like touching her necklace or her hair or her chin. So this is kind of like the hand in the posing course I talk about, which is in the academy, having one hand that is secure. You are going to keep it there, and then another hand is going to be the thing that you kind of play with and move around, okay? So for pregnant women, you keep one hand under the belly at all times, okay? So if they're face on and they're holding their belly like this, most photographers like this shot. It's very, very sweet. You coach them to like soften your eyes, look down at your belly, but whenever you say look down at your baby, look down at your belly, this is what maternity women clients do because they just don't know. Okay, which makes their nose go over their lips. It creates like a double chin that you can sometimes see. You can sometimes see in pictures. So instead of saying look down at your belly, you're going to say now, okay, so look at me. We're going to softly smile, look to the left, softly smile, look to the right, softly smile. Look back at me now. I want you to drop your eyes, but keep your chin where it is. So then it's going to look like this. Okay, instead of this, where their nose goes over their chin, their nose goes over their lips, that's not good compositionally, it's not flattering, and it also saves them from having that double chin effect that you can see in photos right here. So their chin and their face and their nose is going to stay completely toward the camera, and they're just going to softly drop their eyes to their feet, to the direction of their belly. Softly shut their eyes a little bit, but not close them. So I hope that makes sense. Another little hack trick for double chins is, you know, if you're in the posing course in the academy, you know this. So we have face forward, we have our evolution of poses, right? So that we never run out of poses. Let's just say they're facing 45 degrees to the photographer. You're the photographer, I'm the pregnant lady, okay? And they're holding their belly, and you say, okay, now drop your eyes, look at my chin. And I'm not even pregnant, I'm just chunky, okay? You see that? Instead, what I want you to do is have them turn their chin back to the camera, like this, and then drop their eyes. So even if they're 45 degree, even if they're not straight on, make sure their chin is straight on because they're gonna have less of a double chin showing. Okay, so you're loving and serving them by just teaching them how to look the best that they possibly can. So they're gonna almost like look over their elbow like this, and it's gonna be a pretty jawline here. You're not gonna see a double chin. Still shows off the belly. Same thing for 90 degrees, okay? So you wanna get every angle of their belly, front, 45 degrees, and 90 degrees, okay? So it's a side profile image. You can, if you can get away with it, take a picture and see and watch for the double chin. You could get them to roll their shoulders back, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and softly look down. But if they don't have a double chin, take that image. If they do have a double chin, don't say, hey girl, you got a double chin, let's fix that. You're just going to say, all right, now I'm going to have you look over your shoulder like this. So they're getting a side profile of their baby, of their belly, but you're still moving their chin toward the camera to hide any of the fluffiness that comes with pregnancy, okay? So those are some double chin hacks, okay? Another one is to coach them to roll their shoulders back, lift their chin up, out, and down, okay? That's gonna automatically, like, it feels weird. I'm gonna do it this way so you can see. All right, so you're gonna coach them. All right, I'm gonna have you lift your chin up, stretch your neck, and then out a little bit and down. And that's what's gonna cause their double chin to get away. It feels weird, but it looks great on camera. So your job is to coach them on what looks good on camera, even if it feels weird. And you're gonna tell them, like, hey, I know this feels weird, but just trust me, you look amazing. It looks so, so good. And you're gonna hype them up the whole time, tell them how beautiful they are. Okay, so that's number one. Those are all my double chin hacks. And you can use this with any client, not just maternity clients. These are the things you gotta store up here in your head. And all you're doing is you're being a good friend. You're helping out your clients so that they look and feel their best when they get their photos, okay? So double chin hacks for maternity, but again, this is for any man, woman, boy, and girl, okay? Second tip for your maternity clients, or really anybody, is whenever you are pregnant, you get fluffy, you get sometimes a little fat pockets store up to prepare to feed your baby and all things, right? And so there's this thing, and again, amen, give me an amen if you have been pregnant before and you have seen this in photos and you just want to die. So when they're wearing their supportive maternity bras, it can cut into this, like what I call like the bra back fat. It can cut into this little area right here. And a lot of the maternity dresses are like that cotton. They're a little bit more thinner. They're a little bit more lightweight. And so in photos, if you're posing them and they're facing this way, you might be able to see some of that like bra cutting into the fluffy back that they have, okay? Now, again, this could be for anybody if they're wearing a tight bra, okay? And so what if you notice that as the photographer, it's your job, it's not their job, it's your job to take care of it, okay? So if they're posing and for whatever reason that you can see it, what I want you to coach them into is say, okay, now I'm gonna have you roll your shoulders back and twist your body just a little bit toward me. So you're not like making a whole new pose. You can still pose where they're 90 degrees, they're looking, you know, you're getting rid of their double chin, but you can still see the fluffy back bra area here. I still have that, y'all. But instead of saying, you know, like, actually, no, go back to the camera. No, you just do, okay, now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll those shoulders back and down. Great. That's beautiful. Click, 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 click. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to have you make your shoulders just a tiny bit towards me. And I just erased all of her fluffy bra back fat. And now I'm her new best friend. And she's going to love her images and how they come out. Okay. The whole roll your shoulders back and down is something that you want to constantly melt your shoulder good. Constantly remind your clients to do that often, because this is how we look in pictures. But if you can roll it back and down, like instant long model neck, and again, you're going to be like, if you can make your clients look good, you will have clients for life, okay? So that is our job, is to understand the body, understand the female body, understand the insecurities of all the things like double chin and the bra back fat, and fix it. You become the hero, and they're going to come back to you every single time. Okay, so the first one, if you're just tuning in, is the double chin hacks, okay? The second one is to hide the bra back fluff back there by just little tweaks. Roll your shoulder back and down, melt that shoulder down, beautiful, good. And then point your shoulders a little bit toward me, boom, now it's hidden. The third thing is always bend the leg closest to the camera, okay? So, for instance, if you are, you know, posing you're pregnant, your pregnant client, and she's beautiful. And she's holding it, but she's just straight legged, stiff. It's not gonna look as flattering or as like curvaceous and luscious and beautiful if she's just standing straight up. But if you can coach her, okay, I'm gonna have you put your weight in your back leg, good. Now I want you to take one tiny step forward with your leg closest to me and bend it. That's gonna create this like S curve in her, and it's gonna look so beautiful. I'm gonna have to post some images after this, but it's all about coaching your clients. Okay, we're gonna really show off how beautiful your body is. I'm gonna have you put your weight in your back leg, good. Now I'm gonna have you just, like, the reason why we're taking them one little step forward is so we can really see that bend in that leg. So not a step forward, but almost like you're just like placing your foot, one foot in front of the other, just like this. So her weight's on her back foot, and she's gonna step one foot in front of the other, and it's gonna make a bend in her leg. So her body's gonna look like this. And it looks so good. It's gonna look so flattering. It like makes her, instead of look fat, it makes her look like the beautiful mermaid goddess princess that she is, okay? So that is my third and final tip. And again, you can do this with anyone, putting the weight in the back leg, bending the leg closest to you. That automatically makes them down a pant size. So this doesn't just go for maternity clients. You just want to exaggerate that bent leg for maternity clients. And again, I can post some pictures in just a minute in our Facebook group. So those are the 3 hacks. Hiding the double chins. If you're just tuning in, rewind and go back, and look, that's probably the best tip that I can give you. Hiding the broad back fat, and then make sure you always bend the knee closest to the camera to make her have curves, and then that's gonna make you her very, very, very best friend, because you're caring about the way that she looks in her images. Yes, it's about the baby, but maternity pictures is about making mama feel amazing. And throughout this whole thing, as you're coaching her, you are hyping her up and letting her know that she is literally the most beautiful, beautiful woman on the planet, okay? Encourage her, hype her up, and just love and serve her as best as you can. Like, you will be a huge, huge ministry in her day that day if you can just make her feel amazing, even if it's just for 30 minutes at your session. Okay, you guys, those are the 3 hacks. Start implementing those at your next maternity session. And then please let me know if this was helpful at all for you. If like you had some things that click, like that really gets me excited, and like as a teacher to know that like my students are like implementing the things and it's working, and it's like changing your life, changing their lives, and that's what it's all about. Again, if you're brand new, make sure you download this free Beginner's Guide to Photography ebook. This is for you. You can print it out. You can leave it on your desktop computer. It's a free download for you. And if you love this type of teaching, simplified, straight to the point, you're really, really going to love the Academy. The Academy is our step-by-step simplified blueprint. It's our 5 signature courses, along with an amazing community that you can dive in there. I answer questions every Thursday, your specific questions. I answer. If you have a question about anything, I go and I answer every single one of our Academy members' questions every single Thursday. So if you need a curriculum, step-by-step, simplified, straight to the point curriculum on photography, posing, business, branding, mini sessions, flash, it's in the Academy for you. There's an amazing community. I get to coach you every single week, and then we have retreats. If you haven't heard, we have these amazing photography retreats for 3 days where 10 of us get into our condo and we at the beach, and we dive into each and every one of your businesses. So if you're interested, I'm gonna also post that link around this video, and you can dive in. We also have a free trial of it, so there's literally 0 excuse for you not to be involved. All right, you guys, that was it. Again, make sure you you comment below what is your biggest maternity struggle, so I can continue to love and serve you guys throughout the week as we answer those questions and create more videos just like this for you. So download the ebook, join us in the Academy, and I will see you next week.